Good evening, classmates. EDCT6012, Advanced Topic in Information Technology. I use Google Classroom to create this class. As you all know, this is not the first time I use Google Classroom because I have some experience using Google Classroom in the past at the University of the Gambia, where I work as an assistant lecturer. And then our medium of delivery for online courses was Google Classroom, so I am very familiar with the Google Suite. In the final project, I decided to use Google Classroom, so at least I will use something different than what I introduced now, like the Blackboard and Canvas and other software. So I thought it would be easy and nice, and also to share with other classmates that Google Classroom is also a good software that people can use to create classes online and do whatever they want to do. So that being said, I will go to here and start demonstrating or take you through my design journey of the final project. You can see this is the course name, 6012 Advanced Topic in Information Technology. And if you come to classwork, you can see that I create all the modules here, which is module 1, 2, module 3, 4. And after module 4, I create an assignments module, which all my assignment will be posted in there and students will access it. And module 5 and 6 and 7. And if you come here, under the classwork, it is more clear and more demonstrated. As you can see, module 1, it's introduction to AI, artificial intelligence technology. And module 2 is advanced Microsoft Word. And module 3 is data science. Module 4 is advanced Excel. And then you have the assignment, which is advanced VLOOKUP example. And module 5, Internet of Things. Module 6, System Administration and Security. Module 7, Information Engineering. These are courses that I taught before in the past for my student at the University of the Gambia. So I am very familiar with this topic, and I have some of the lecture materials before and the other lecturers material and the sources. I get it online when I was creating this one. So I will continue run you through the program. For example, if you go to module 1 and you click instruction to artificial intelligence, you can see that it's giving an instruction. The first thing you have is introduce the module to our learners. Once they click on this, they will have this module provide a high level overview of the primary concept of AI, that's artificial intelligence. And it goes, you can continue reading this. And the learning objective, it will also show the learning objective, what our learners are going to achieve for this module. Once they complete this module, what they are going to achieve. From there, if you go down, you can see that the course outline, it's also, I created a course outline in Google Documents. That if you click on this link, it will take me to the Google document course outline that I created, where I had other resources like this Google Documents that I created, where I had all these resources, and each of this, like introduction to AI for business users, introduction to AI technology for business leaders. You can have all these topics, and each of these topics is linked to a document. Once you click the link here, it will take you to the document that you can read and understand the topic. Like students can come here, get access to the materials or download the materials, read on their own, and then prepare for classes. So when we come as an instructor or as a teacher, I will take the lead class discussion, and then we can discuss on the topic. So it is very good that you have all the materials prior to the class, so students can go ahead and start learning on their own and start accessing resources. So when they come to class, it will be easy for them to continue with the discussion. Like the prerequisite, in order to do this course, you don't need any prior knowledge, you just can start. So everything it's been out clearly indicated. And here it's also another Google Documents that's clearly demonstrate like the importance of artificial intelligence, AI, and AI for business schools. These are all documents and links that I created on the material that people can access, my learners can access and benefit from. These are also links of videos, lectures that I have, and I added here in the material for students to have access to. So this is all the material that you need and all the resources for level 4 for module 1, which is the introduction to artificial intelligence. So there's this module 2, which is advanced Microsoft Word. Okay, remember this is the advanced topic. I selected some advanced topic in information technology and use them and teach these topics to students that are very interesting topics. Okay, here also we have the course description. That is our audience profile. This course is intended for students who have intermediate skills with Microsoft Word 2019, who want to learn more advanced skills, something like that. You can read it, and here we also have our learning outcomes, learners to learning what our learners were going to do and what they were going to access. And if you come here, you can also have advanced Microsoft Word. This is a Word document that I created that people can access and have all the resources that they need. If you come here too, you have Word Advanced Tutorial, which is from Microsoft Office itself. They have this document that I collected from their websites and pasted here. I also have some lecture materials which are from YouTube the student can also use to export. So my understanding of designing a course or module is like you have to bring all resources that you have, not just the way of your own teaching, that's different, but you also have to bring other way of teaching that other students know, or other materials that are available online that will help a student understand more. For example, if you get a video of exactly that talk about exactly what you want to talk about and you post it prior to the class, you can see that you have your learners get access to these resources and materials that they can read ahead of class and listen to this lecture material. So when they come to class, during the class, it will not be boring because they know what they're going to learn and what they're doing. So they can contribute a lot to the discussion and the class will be lively. From there, we go to module 2. If you click go to module 2, is data science. It's the same. You continue to, it gives a description of the book of data science. I also attach some books and it gives you the description and some of the key terms in data science that students need to know. And a lot of links or resources that I get and the books that I can get from Amazon, I attach them here that students can buy this book in order to fully participate in this class. And then I have other documents that I collected, resources that I collected and saved them in Google Docs. I created a Google Documents and collected all the resources that I have for this module that discusses about the module, the advantages, the disadvantages, the examples, and I put everything in a Google Docs that would serve as my lecture materials that students can access, download, and read as class. But I also created a link on YouTube that also do some video lectures and tutorials that students can access and benefit from. You can also see that I include all these links for students to have more knowledge and understanding of the topic. Okay, from there we continue to our module 4, which is advanced Microsoft Excel. And if you come here, you can see that this is the advanced Microsoft Excel, which I discussed similar to the Microsoft Word. And you can see that if you come here, I link a video which is me, that if you click it, and you can see that this is a video that I created during the time I teach at the University of the Gambia, and I use this video as a tutorial video for my students to have access to on YouTube. And if you come here, you can see that it explains some key terms and functions that students need to do, something like if functions and the if condition function. And then it was very helpful. For that being said, these are resources that students can follow. I use this example because I see Dr. Striker do this. Like he will take some of the resources that students use and they were helpful, and they will post it for the next students to use and follow as a guidance. So I also use this video and post it in my Excel module, advanced Excel module, so students can listen to this video prior to class, and then when they come to class, it will be easy for them to adapt and understand. So that being said, we go back to our Google Classroom and then we forge ahead and move to the next module. So I feel like after teaching from module 1 to 4, I will give some assignment. So, and the assignment is based on Excel. because Excel is a practical module that needs students to use their computers and practice. And then you can open the advanced Excel and then practice. You can see that I create an assignment, and the assignment is advanced VLOOKUP example 101. I also ask them to use sum up multiple value in Excel. I ask them, these are the questions that they need to ask, and I assign the exams, and I assign it because I have 2 students that are for my class, but no one yet done it yet. And then I will show you that in the next part when we go to assignments, announcement, and all those things. You can see that 2 of my students are assigned for this assignment, but no one has finished the assignment and handed yet. If anyone finished the assignment and handed, it will also show here one student finished, 2 students finished. Okay. I also create a rubric, a sample, and I said follow this sample rubric, which students can use this sample rubric in order to watch it and understand exactly what I want them to do, and then they will provide that for me. The reason why I created a sample rubric is it's also a good way of teaching students. If you want them, make sure you help your learners know what they're learning and how they're trying to learn. Okay, show them an example of what you want, and then they can use that example as a rubric to follow and do what you want. I think it's a very wise. I learned this from Dr. Moore through his classes that he was teaching us. He would use an example and asks us to follow that rubric, and it becomes easy for the students to adopt and understand what the lecturer really wants and what they should do to get what he wants. I also adopt this kind of method from Dr. Striker class because when you post them on a link, even if you have missed the track or don't understand exactly how to do it, you will see a classmate who will do it the right way and post it. And once you click their link, you will also read and understand how they do it, so you can do it by yourself as well. So which is a good method. That's why I also create a rubric in my assignment. So I don't need to go up to all the modules, but for your information to understand that all the modules are the same, I created the course outline, the course content, and the course materials and extra materials that will help learners have access to these materials and prepare prior to class. That's for all the other modules: Internet of Things, System Administration, and Security, because I don't want my video to be too long. So that's why I am just delivering it like this. But here you can have all our models here. If you come to streaming, this is where students can just, when students log in, this is what they will have. As a professor or lecturer, this is what I will have, where I manage all these materials. But as a student, this is what they will have. And this is the class code. Students will take this code and they will be able to join the class using any devices, mobile phone or any other. I can reset this code and change it to another code. For example, I can come here and reset the code. And once I reset the code, you can see that the code has reset now. And I need to give them, for example, if a student having problem logging, I will just reset the code and give them the new code so they will be able to log in this. I can copy class link also and share it with class 2 emails or something if they don't get the code. Okay. I can also copy class code and send it to people by email. Okay. So you can see that my assignments, it's upcoming. These are the events that you provided. The assignment that I provide for the students here. You can see that none of the students turned in this assignment yet, and it says due tomorrow. This is the time I created the assignment to be due. So you can see that students, once they get into the stream, it will always remind them about the upcoming event. So they know that they have a deadline to meet, so that they can, and this is the item for the deadline. Okay. And the same thing, students will come here and say, Ibrahim Kassar post a new material, which is me. I post this material on the 7th December and edit it on the 8th December as well, because 7th December, that's the day that if you watch my entry, you will see that these are the days that I created my modules and my description, and then on the 8th is the day that I add my lecture materials. That's why it says edited on the 8th December. And this is the professor name. As you, the student, this is what you will say. See that the professor post new material and the content or the module this is the name of the module. Then you will click it and it will open. As a student, once you click it, this is how it will open. You can see that everything opens. Okay, everything opens the way everything opens like as a student. And you can come in here to say, sir, I need this, or this material is missing, or this is missing, or this is missing, or we need further examples or further video to understand it. Or you can come in to say, thank you, sir, or this or that. Okay, as a student, that's something you can do. And that implies to all the models. So I just don't want to repeat everything. So I will just skip the other one. And you can see that if we come here, you will see that it will tell you that this is an assignment. If I make a post a new assignment, which is this, and you can see that the folder for the assignment is different for the folder for the lecture materials. So I can also create an announcement. All students are urged to bring their computer next week for the practical. And then I show an example of what they need to bring to remind them that they should bring their computer. This is an announcement that you can create all the time. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I will just skip to the next part, which is the people. Okay, if you come here, you can see that these are the number of students I have. And this is the students that I invite to join my class, or he can send me an invitation to join my class, but I have not accepted the students to be part of my class. So these two students are part of my class. You can see that. That's why when you go to assignments here, you can see that I assign it to only 2 students because the third student did not meet the requirement to participate in my class, so I don't accept it. I can come here and choose an action of what I want to do. I can remove any of them from my class. I can email them if I need them personally to do something. I can move them as well. If you follow my entry, you can see that I can also track the progress of a particular student. For example, I can move this giant Chinar, and then she will not able to comment or participate in my class. She can listen, attend the class, but she will not able to comment or do anything. If I remove him totally, she will be out of my class completely. She cannot do anything. If she do a work like how Dr. Striker do, when you have something that he wants you to fix or complete, or need to comment on your work, I can come here and email the students what I want them to do. Okay, so I can also come here and add new students. I will just enter their email and send them an invitation. Once they click on the link, it will automatically allow them to join my class. Like, not every student can just jump, or anybody can just jump and join my class. I have to send them an invitation link so they can join. I can also add a core teacher by entering his email if I want them to take a particular course. For example, this is advanced topic. These are a lot of topics that I choose from different areas within the information technology. I can feel like there is someone, a co-worker, a co-lecturer that I know who teach Microsoft Word better than me. I can come here and invite him. I can talk to him or her and invite him that I want you to take this course on this topic on this particular day. And if we reach an agreement, I will just send you an email. So once he click the link, he will join my class and he will able to teach that particular module at that particular time. So going to Max, if we come here, you can see these are all setups new. That's why it's also asking me. If you come here, you can see that I say that in my entry, this is the assignment and it's due tomorrow, and you can see that it's out of 100. So I have to grade students out of 100 points, and class average, it will show me. Once they submit and I mark it, it will automatically show the grade. For example, if a student submit work, it will automatically show their work. As you can see, it's out of 100, it's out of 100, but they have not turned in their work yet. That's why no mark is allocated for them. You can see that I can view submission. If they submit their mark, if they submit their course, it will be here. And once I click view submission, I can show it. In case they submit it and I did not have access to see it, if I click submission, they can see it. I can also grade them. For example, here I can state 95, and then it will save automatically. You can see that it saves as a draft, but it's going to save automatically at the end of the day. I can say 80. They all save as a draft because they will save here as a draft because the work is not shown. Once they turn in their work and I will grade it, the system will automatically save this as a normal grade instead of saving them as a draft. Okay, if you come there in the settings, here is where you can create your code, change your class description is where you do it, and this is the room and whatever. And here you can also see the link of the classes here, and the same thing. You can also use Google Meet, which is a package that comes with Google Classroom. Once you use Google Meet, it's for one-to-one call, or sometimes when you need to talk to students, you can use Google Meet to hang out or to talk to them. Okay, if you come here, it's the same thing. You can go to settings and preview. It will give you the same thing. Basically, that's everything I want to talk about Google Classroom. And then, yeah, because I'm running out of time and I don't want to spend too much time in my video. Thank you all, and I enjoyed the semester and enjoyed working with all of you as a student. It was really great learning from each other, especially Dr. Striker.